Good morning, Pilgrim. Blue skies out there this morning. It's beautiful in Hillsboro. Roses just outside my window. Yellow ones, pink ones. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. From the English Standard Version. Luke 13:31 through 35. At that very hour, some Pharisees came and said to him, "Get away from here, for Herod wants to kill you." And he said to them, Go and tell that fox, behold, I cast out demons and perform cures today and tomorrow, and the third day I finish my course. Nevertheless, I must go on my way today and tomorrow and the day following, for it cannot be that a prophet should perish away from Jerusalem. Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, the city that kills the prophets and stones those who are sent to it. How often would I have gathered your children together as a hen gathers her brood under her wings, and you weren't willing, you weren't willing. Behold, your house is forsaken, and I tell you, you will not see me until you say, Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. September 9, 1866. Kicking Against the Pricks was a sermon by Charles Spurgeon. It's hard for thee to kick against the pricks, Acts 9:5. Observe the tenderness of the rebuke. It is not, O Saul, it is wicked, ungenerous, and mischievous of thee to resist me. There is no rebuke of that kind, unless it be implied in the expression, Why persecutest thou me? But the Savior leaves Saul's conscience to say that. He doesn't utter it himself, nor did Jesus say, Saul, Saul, it is very hard for my people to bear thy cruelties. Nor does he add, It is very provoking to me, and I shall ere long smite thee in my wrath. No, it's not that. It is hard for me, but it's hard for thee. As if the thoughts of the Savior were so set upon his poor, erring, but ignorant child that he felt, As to what thou doest to my cause, I will say nothing, but see what thou art doing to thyself. Thou art losing joy and comfort. Thou art injuring thyself, thine own soul. Thou art sowing for thyself the seeds of future sorrow. Yes, Saul, it's hard for thee. Who but the Savior could have spoken after this fashion? I do not believe that the most tender-hearted of the Savior's ministers have been accustomed to look upon persecutors in that light. If we hear of tyrants breathing out threatening and slaughter against God's people, we may readily say, What a wicked thing! What a cruel and unrighteous thing! But how seldom do we exclaim, What a sad thing it is for the persecutor. We add perhaps with a little sober vindictiveness, What a terrible fate will be that man's. But we feel but little deep pity for one whose terrible case it is to be an enemy to the Savior's friend. What a bitter portion the poor, ignorant, offending persecutor has chosen. May we be Christ-like enough to have pity upon him? The Savior looks at sin through the glass of compassion. We often look upon it through the lens of Pharisaic pride. Yeah, Christ's apostles also had problems with their attitude, Their attitudes toward those who would receive them. In Luke 9:52 through 55, we read, And he sent messengers ahead of it, who went and entered the village of the Samaritans to make preparation for him. But the people did not receive him, because his face was set toward Jerusalem. And when the disciples, James and John, saw it, they said, Lord, do you want us to tell fire to come down from heaven and consume them? But he turned and he rebuked them. Yeah, in the presence of Saul of Tarsus, Stephen displayed a Christ-like attitude, didn't he? Yeah, he left an impression upon Saul. Acts 22:20. And when the blood of Stephen, your witness, was being shed, I myself was standing by and approving and watching over the garments of those who killed him. And Stephen prayed that God would forgive them all. Yeah. Well, think on those things, Pilgrim. Think how Christ loved those who tormented him, who hated him. You and I, you and me, we were such. Well, God bless, Pilgrim. Have a blessed, blessed, blessed day.